Have you ever played a game, a really special game, and realized how such a simple concept could genuinely shape your life and how you look at things? For me, that was Roblox. Roblox was a platform I used and loved so much for its pure creativity. Games like Deep Woken, Grand Peace Online, or heck, even things like Work at a Pizza Place or Pokemon Brick Bronze all showed me how cool video games could be and how they could change what it meant to escape from sometimes not so fun world. But anyways, that's not what this video is about. This video is about my journey, how I got started, and where I'm going from here on Roblox. What you're seeing on screen right now is my first ever game, Norse's Den. It was just a silly game I made with some friends when I was first starting to make stuff, and as you can clearly tell, really old, outdated, not much going on, but I liked it. It was part of me, it was part of who I am. So yeah, that's how I got my start. I really was inspired by games like Deep Woken and stuff to make an open world RPG, but obviously that was too much for me to handle. So after I got my start on Norse's Den, I began making another game called Frostborn that I spent a lot of time thinking of, analyzing, and doing all of this stuff. It was going to be a game about, again, another RPG. I was very ambitious back when I was first starting, but it was going to be an RPG set in the colds of winter, and it was about heat and that sort of stuff. I really had a blast making all of these games in the beginning, and I wanted to kind of just show you guys my journey to explain what actually motivates me to continue to make games, even when sometimes it can feel really stressful and aggravating when things don't work or go your way. It is this passion that you get when you make something and you know it's going to be something you'll have fun with or do for the rest of the year, the decade, whatever. Now fast forward fast forward 1 year, and I really started to get into watching these tutorial videos on YouTube and really start to enjoy the process of actually making games. As you can see right now, I'm making a game about just running to win a surprise. It was a stupid thing to learn how to, code a little bit better, but anyways, I had a really good time, especially right before YouTube. It inspired me to be really creative, and it kind of reminded me of, again, what I want to become in the future. But after a while, I kind of realized that my responsibilities in life in general were kind of preventing me from pursuing what I wanted to do. I can't get into it fully, but it was a really hard time at this point in my life. It was really hard to make time for the things I actually wanted to do and then the things that I was forced to do, which always sucked. I remember thinking to myself, like, why do I even keep going? But, I always did. And you may be asking yourself, why would you keep going if, everything is telling you to stop? Why would you keep going? But, after spending so long on this silly little platform, it honestly hit me. I made my first YouTube video, I think, 2-ish years ago, and it was one of the best decisions of my life. I remember thinking to myself, why would I do this? But then realizing that I could share my passion for game design and game development with others, it became clear to me why I continue to do this. It's to put out fun games for people, right? And even seeing this, I spent a year on this game. A year on this game. I spent so much into this game. Even being so bad, I always continued to keep going on this game. I stopped for better projects, obviously, but, I always kept going. This was my first sign that I could do this. So, that's what I did. Moreover, about 6 months after that, even though I never actually posted any of these videos to YouTube, or at least publicly, I spent so long making this game called Never Heist, and you can actually see in one of my videos me showing this off briefly, but it was a big sign for me. I was able to make a combat system, a looting system, everything. I mean, everything you would expect from a game, and you know, I even released a demo out for people to play, and that truly showed me something, that I was capable of succeeding in this space, you know, and pursuing what I actually wanted to do in life. So that truly gave me the hope and motivation I needed to continue moving on. And then the final hit came. I managed to make an entire fully working game. It was small, it was adequate, it was mediocre, but I didn't care. I didn't care at all. You know why? I didn't care because I made a full game. I spent countless hours making module after module, class after class, using all the techniques from like cybersecurity and all of this stuff to make sure it was a fully functioning game. And although it was small, and although there are some bugs still, it was working, and that's all that mattered to me. I loved every second of it, and it reminded me of why I keep going. I know I keep saying that, but it's important to realize that it's more than just the day-to-day. It's what the journey holds every single time. And as I sit and stare back at my journey, I realize I'm glad, and I want to continue to do this. Hello everyone, and welcome back to yet another script vlog. This is script vlog. Hello everyone, and welcome. Hello everyone, and welcome back to yet another and tower log. Back to yet another and welcome back to yet another script vlog. Or I guess tower log. My name is your 20th tower log. Anyways, this is all to say that I am working on another game. This is a lot smaller of a game, but it's called Collect the Squiggles. I just wanted to say that I'm going to be uploading a lot more on this channel, and I wanted to use this time to explain why I actually want to get back into game development and pursue it a little bit more seriously than I used to, especially on YouTube. So, anyways, I think that's going to be it. The only other thing that I have to say is that my upload schedule, I still am not sure how that's going to work, but I probably will be uploading, I would say, roughly once every month, if not once every 2 months. So that is going to be it for me. Thank you for watching, and yeah, have a nice day.